Well, the Obama administration has announced they'll support efforts to ban gay conversion therapies for children. The move was in response to a petition set up in honour of Layla Alcorn, the transgender teen who committed suicide last year. She'd been taken to Christian therapists by her parents. In her suicide note, she pleaded, "Fix society, please." Well, what are these so-called therapies, and do they just represent a dangerous pseudoscience? Joining me in the studio to discuss is doctor and television presenter Dr. Christian Jessen, and from Los Angeles, gay conversion therapist Dr. Joseph Nicolosi. Good evening to both of you. Dr. Nicolosi, first of all, Barak Obama has rubbished the idea of gay conversion. That's a pretty significant intervention, isn't it?
A rather dramatic intervention, but I think it's important to understand that it's a political statement. Obama is not a psychologist, and the fact that the President of the United States is making a comment on this is telling us that this is a political issue, it's not a scientific issue, because it's a decision that should be decided by mental health professionals. And we provide this therapy for those who are seeking change. They are unhappy with their same-sex attraction. They are looking for help, and we want to provide that help.
So what do you claim that you can do?
What we claim that we can do, certainly not in every case, but we claim that we could have the client see the trauma origins of their homosexuality. We believe that homosexuality is a symptom of early childhood trauma. We get the client to address those traumas, and they will experience a diminishment in their same-sex attraction.
Well, thank you very much. And to what extent does this kind of therapy go on in the UK?
We don't know, because it's an underground problem, and that's where it's really frightening. When you push these things underground, they are unregulated. I know from experience that I have had patients come to me who have been having these therapies. They're very damaged individuals. They are looking for help, for support. My main issue with this sort of therapy is it is completely counter to the pure philosophy of what therapy is, which is not to enforce a change on somebody, but to allow them to be who they really are. It is utterly counter to that philosophy, and it's damaging and it's dangerous.
Well, let's just pick up on that. You're stopping people, you're not allowing people to be who they are, is the claim that Dr. Jessel's making.
That's exactly the opposite. We're allowing people to be who they want to be. We're not imposing, we're not forcing people to change, we're just exploring. We're doing good psychotherapy.
Dr. Nicolosi, with respect, you're not allowing people to be who they want to be.
Good psychotherapy means
you're allowing people to be who society wants them to be, and that's a big difference.
Why is he interrupting me?
Do go ahead.
But why is he interrupting me?
Do go ahead.
I mean, you're giving me an opportunity to represent what reparative conversion therapy is. We are joining with the client to explore their motivations. What are you looking for? What are you attracted to? What in your past might have contributed to your same-sex attraction? What kind of experiences might have happened in your childhood that's turning you away from women? This is what we're not forcing people, we're inquiring, we're asking questions. We're not just taking at face value, you're gay. We're going beyond that. That's exactly what reparative or conversion therapy does.
But underlying that has to be a belief in your case that homosexuality is not something...
Excuse me, a belief in what?
In your case, you must believe. You believe, and we don't need to go into this, but you believe that homosexuality is not something that comes from birth. So therefore, you go in with it, you approach the patient with a particular agenda.
Yeah, no, not with an agenda, with a belief. I have the belief that all people are heterosexual in their nature, and that a particular trauma creates the homosexual condition. I do not believe that people are naturally homosexual.
Right. Well, let's
all you have to do is look at human anatomy to see that. But I don't impose that perception on the client. I let the client decide for themselves.
What are the dangers, do you think, Dr. Jess, of the promotion of this kind of therapy?
First of all, it sends out a negative message. Reparative therapy is all about shame. It's all about this sort of thing is not acceptable. And when I so rudely interrupted you, and I apologise for that, you were saying you're allowing the person to be who they want to be. You're not. You're allowing the person to be what society, what you want them to be. And that is not what therapy is about. There is mounting...
Not true.
Unarguable evidence that this sort of therapy is dangerous. It causes an increased risk of depression and suicide, particularly in teenagers who are already confused, who go through it. Our first thing that we should always practice is do no harm, and you, sir, I'm afraid, are doing a lot of harm.
Thank you both very much indeed.